Hello and welcome back to English Story Plus. In this story you can practice your listening skills and learn some useful expressions. So let's begin the story. I was dreaming. In my dream, I was walking through a quiet field. The sun was rising, and everything felt soft and peaceful. Suddenly, I heard a loud sound. It was my alarm. I opened my eyes. I looked at the clock. Oh no, I was late. My flight was today. I needed to go to the airport. I jumped out of bed. I put on my clothes. My shirt was not right. I fixed it. I looked for my socks, but could not find them. I took another pair. I brushed my teeth. I felt worried. Why did I sleep so late? I was a little sad. I was going home. I had not been home for many years. I wanted to go, but I was also scared. I looked in the mirror. I said, "It's okay. You can go." I grabbed my bag and put on my shoes. I ran outside. The sun was high. I ran fast. I did not look back. I was late, but I was going home. I ran down the street. The wind was cold. My bag was heavy. Cars were passing. The bright sun shone in the blue sky. I looked at my phone. The time was running out. I needed to go faster. I saw the station. I ran more. I got to the station and bought a ticket. When the train arrived, I got on. I sat near the window. I was tired. My hands were cold. My heart was still racing. I looked outside. I saw trees and houses. People were walking. Some had dogs. Everything looked normal, but I felt different. I was going home. I had not seen my family for a long time. I wanted to smile. But I was also a little scared. What if they changed? What if I changed? I took a deep breath. It's okay, I told myself. I looked around the train. A man was reading. A woman was sleeping. A child was eating a cookie. Everyone looked calm. I wanted to feel calm too. The train was moving fast. We were getting close to the airport. I was almost there. I got off the train and hurried. Many people were at the airport. Some were laughing. Some were running. I looked for the check-in counter. I found it and walked to the desk. A woman smiled at me. "Hello," she said. "Hi, I'm late. My flight is leaving soon." I told her. She looked at her computer. She typed something. Then she looked at me. "I'm sorry," she said. "The plane is gone." I felt cold inside. My hands were shaking. I looked down. I didn't know what to say. "Can I take another flight?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "There is a flight in 4 hours." "Okay. Thank you," I said. I walked away slowly. I sat on a bench and looked around. There were big signs and shops. People were talking in many languages. I felt sad, but then I said to myself, "It's okay. I'm here, I will wait." I stood up and took a deep breath. I thought, I can look around. I have time now. I started to walk. My heart was still a little heavy, but I wanted to see something new. I walked slowly and looked at the shops. One shop had toys. Another had snacks. I saw a small store with many strange things. There were little animals made of wood. One of them looked like a cat with wings. I smiled. It was funny and cute. I picked it up. Then I heard a voice. "That one is my favorite," the voice said. I turned. A man was standing there. He looked a little older than me. He had kind eyes and was smiling. "It's a flying cat," he said. "Yeah," I replied with a smile. We chuckled together. "I'm Leo," he said. "I'm Nora," I said. We looked at more things in the shop. "Do you like art?" Leo asked. "Yes, I do," I said. "I like to draw." He pointed to a sign. "There's a small art show here. Want to see it?" I thought for a moment. I had time. "Sure," I said. We walked together. I felt calm. I was still sad about the plane. But now, I was also a little happy. I did not feel alone. We walked into a quiet room. There were pictures on the walls. Some were big, some were small. The lights were soft. It felt peaceful. One picture had blue and yellow colors. "This one is nice," I said. "It looks like the sky at sunrise." Leo smiled. "I like it too," he said. "It makes me feel relaxed." We walked to another picture. It showed a tree with red leaves. "Do you like to paint?" he asked. "I like to draw with pencils," I said. "Me too," he said. "I draw at night." "I draw in the morning," I said. We laughed. I saw a small sculpture. It was a bird. It looked like it wanted to fly. "I love this one," I said. "Me too," Leo said. "It's simple but strong." We sat on a bench in the room. "Art is quiet," Leo said. "But it speaks to me." I nodded. "Me too," I said. "It tells a story." I looked at him. He looked gentle. I felt warm inside. I forgot I was waiting for a flight. I was just happy to be there. After the art show, we went to a small cafe. I smelled coffee and warm bread. We sat by the window. A woman brought us tea and cake. "This is nice," I said. "Yes," Leo said. "I like quiet places." We started to talk more. "Where are you from?" he asked. "I'm from a small town," I said. "It has many trees and a big lake." "I'm from a small town too," he said. "It sounds like the same place." I looked at him. "What is the name of your town?" He said the name. My eyes got big. That's my town." We both laughed. It was a nice surprise. "I used to go to the old bookstore," I said. "Me too," he said. I loved the smell of books. We talked about the park, the river, and the snow. My heart felt full. For a moment, we were quiet, but it was a good quiet. I felt like I had known him for a long time. I looked at the clock. My flight was soon. "I have to go," I said. Leo looked a little sad. "Okay," he said. "It was nice to meet you." "Yes," I said. "I'm glad I met you today." We stood up and walked toward the departure area. The airport was busy again. People were moving fast. As I walked, Leo handed me something small, a tiny paper bird. "Here, this is for you. A little reminder of today." I smiled. "Thank you." We waved goodbye. I looked at the paper bird. A soft warmth filled my heart. Sometimes, a single moment can change everything. With the paper bird still in my hand, I turned and walked toward the gate. I put my bag on the belt at the security check. A man checked my things. He smiled and said, "Everything is fine." Then, I moved on to the passport check. The officer asked, "What is the purpose of your visit?" "I'm returning home." He stamped my passport. "Have a good trip," he said. "Thank you," I said. Minutes later, I was on the plane, gazing out at the sky. The plane was flying high. My mind was full of thoughts. I closed my eyes for a moment. I thought about home. I was going back to my town. The trees. The lake. The old bookstore. I missed it all. I didn't feel worried anymore. My heart felt light. It felt like something good was waiting for me. I looked at the small paper bird in my hand. I turned it over gently. There were small numbers, written in blue ink. I smiled. His gift stayed in my hand. And his warmth stayed in my heart. Listen and speak. Listen carefully and try to speak along with me. Can I take another flight? Can I take another flight? I have plenty of time now. I have plenty of time now. The time is running out. The time is running out. I have to go. I have to go. It was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you. I'm glad I met you today. I'm glad I met you today. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. What is the purpose of your visit? What is the purpose of your visit? I'm returning home. I'm returning home. It feels like something good is waiting for me. It feels like something good is waiting for me. Thank you for learning with us today. Let's keep practicing together. See you in the next lesson.